Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about how to know when to change your windshield wipers. This will be a car maintenance tutorial, so let's get right into the video. I know that you love that little motion right there for windshield wipers, so be sure to smash the like button or the thumbs up button if you appreciate that little hand motion. Let's get right into the video. Back in the day, I used to let my windshield wipers go, and then I would replace them when they were really bad. When I'm like, okay, I need to replace them, I would replace them at that point. However, over the years, I've learned to do it earlier, as soon as I see the little hints that I'm going to talk to you about. And most of the time, I replace my windshield wipers in advance. So as soon as I know they're about to go bad, I'll replace them. This way, you're always driving in a super safe situation. Let's get right into the video. There are 4 things that you should be aware of. Number 1 is if they look deteriorated. Now, I'm talking about the specific rubber piece, not necessarily the windshield wiper arm, which is the big long metal piece that connects to the car. Okay, your windshield wiper arm can be rusted. The paint can be coming off of it, and as long as the rubber piece is fine, then they're probably okay. But if they look deteriorated, if the little rubber piece doesn't look like a solid strip of rubber, then you need to replace it, because if it doesn't already streak, it's probably going to streak soon. Okay. And the interesting thing, which I'll get to in a moment, is that you usually don't notice the streaks until you get a new wiper and you're like, wow, it's so clear. Okay. So number 2 is if the windshield wipers are leaving streaks on your windshield. Now, here's the thing. The streaks usually happen very slowly. So you probably won't notice that your wipers are streaking your windshield until you replace them. Because then when you replace them, you're like, wow, these wipers work so well. They're so clear. But because the streaking happens slowly but surely, it just gets worse and worse very slowly. So you don't really notice it until it's really, really bad, or until you get new wipers. So when you use your wipers, look at your windshield. Does it look crystal clear? If it looks crystal clear, then you're probably still okay. If it looks the slightest bit blurry, then you need to A, either clean your windshield, maybe the inside of your windshield needs to be cleaned, or B, you need to replace your wipers, or C, do both of them, right? So very simple. And wipers are very inexpensive, so I mean, it's something that you should definitely look at replacing in advance. It's a good investment, because you don't want to be driving with bad wipers when it's pouring rain. Okay, take it from me, it just finished pouring rain over here. Thankfully, the wipers on this vehicle are good. They're perfect. They're very, very new. They're only a few weeks old. That's why I wanted to make this video, because they're pretty much new. Okay, so if they're leaving streaks, definitely replace them. Okay, number 3 is if they make a sound. Okay, now if you're using your wipers when your windshield isn't that wet, then they can make a sound, right? It's very common. It's because they're rubbing on something that's dry, and it could be the tension of the wiper on the windshield. But if it's raining outside, if your windshield is wet and your wipers are going, you hear them, it's just the super annoying sound, right? Then you definitely need to replace them, because they shouldn't be making that sound when it's raining, when the windshield is wet. It should just be smoothly going back and forth, okay? Last but not least is number 4, which is every couple of seasons at the max. I generally replace my wipers twice a year. Okay, usually I replace them like before winter and then after winter, because the snow and the ice seems to take a toll on the rubber pieces, right? And then in between the seasons, if I see that they need to be replaced, I'll replace them anyways. But as a rule of thumb, I usually replace them before winter, when I'm getting all the cars ready for winter, when I'm switching to, winter tires and stuff. And then I replace them after winter, when I take the winter tires off and switch back to summer tires or all seasons and stuff like that. So with that being said, if it's been a couple of seasons, if it's been like, let's say you went through winter and spring with them, just replace them. Number 1, they're super easy to replace on most vehicles. Number 2, they're so cheap. They're so inexpensive, I should say. Not cheap, but inexpensive. So it's definitely worth it to replace them on a timely manner, just because it just makes sense. But that's it. That is how to know when to change your windshield wipers, a car maintenance tutorial. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.